someone that is going in for a bowel resection, or you know somebody that's going in for a bowel resection, well, this could be a scary thing, and we worry of the complications. We want to know what to do after having one. I have a patient that's about to get one done in the coming days, and this video is absolutely for you. You know who you are. But in general, what is a bowel resection? Well, that's where they remove a part of your intestines, and then they just reconnect it, right? So it's like you took this piece out of my arm and then you attach these two parts, and they call that an anastomosis, or a crossing. It's really just a fancy word for it, where you attach something, you reattach it, right? And so, why would somebody have this done in the first place? Well, they could have some blockage there. They could have some damage at that portion of the intestines. They could have scar tissue. They could have chronic issues since they were a child. It could be a lot of different reasons that they're going to want to remove a portion of their bowel. And when they do, it's important to know that after, you don't want to do any strenuous activity, at least for 6 weeks, and this to say that you want to also keep moving though. So no strenuous activity, no heavy lifting, anything of that nature, but you would love to walk. So walk nice and slow every day. If you get any sort of sharp pain, and this video is not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, prevent any disease, anything like that. Go talk to your doctor if you're getting a bowel resection. This isn't medical advice. This is just information on recent research, because we can talk about a study that came out yesterday, because we're always reading up on new studies here at One Wellness. So you want to avoid strenuous activity, but you do want to walk. You want to avoid really hot or cold drinks, right? That could aggravate the site. And you want to rest, right? So make sure you're getting ample amounts of sleep so that your body can properly recover. So what can kind of go wrong after a bowel resection? All right, what are some minor or major complications? Well, you can get internal bleeding. You can get blockage. We also call this ileus, if you've heard of that. And if you haven't, it's just a fancy way of saying a blockage building up at that site. And it's called ileus because it can happen in the ileum, portion of the intestines, but also really any portion of the intestines where they do this bowel resection, right? And so you could also get things like infection. You can get infection at the surgical site, or you can get an abscess that forms in that region. And all of these would be, emergencies, and you would want to call your doctor right away if you have any sort of sharp pain and things don't feel right. And I'm sure you'll be following up with them anyway throughout that 6-week period. At least I would hope so. And so a recent trial came out, and it showed one beneficial thing that you can do, aside from all the aforementioned things, after having a bowel resection, that could reduce your risk relatively significantly of both minor and major complications, lower levels of inflammatory markers, and reduce the amount of days that you're staying in the hospital post-op. And what is that? Omega-3s. In this study, it was a randomized control trial involving 270 people that had bowel resections, and it was from Crohn's disease is why they did it. So again, it could be from inflammatory bowel disease, and again, that could cause damage at that site. Again, a lot of things could cause some damage there, right? Ulcerative colitis would be another example of an inflammatory bowel disease, right? Crohn's is just one of them. And so, they went in and they did this bowel resection, and afterwards, they gave the control group standard medical treatment, okay? And you talk to your doctor about what that is, and that's totally their thing. But they also gave another group omega-3s on top of it, and they didn't give them that much. They gave them like 0.2 of a gram, which is a very low dosage. I mean, I would personally recommend 3 grams a day for the purpose of improving joint health and joint mobility and heart health and things of that nature. So, very interesting. What types of, I'm going to get you some omega-3s today. You know who you are. I'm going to go pick some up for you, no charge, and I'm going to give them to you so that you take them. Because if I tell you to get them, you might not get them. So I'll make sure you get them. So krill oil or algal oil might be better than fish oil. A lot of fish oil could be rancid. It gets oxidized or damaged, we could say, when it's on the shelves. And they say anywhere from 40 to 95% of them are rancid. So they might not be doing you any good if you get a standard fish oil. But if you can get krill oil, at least that typically has some antioxidant with it, that will help to reduce the oxidative damage on the omega-3s, right? And so help to preserve them. Algal oil as well is good. So just make sure it has a decent dose. I'll find you a good one. And that's what we got for you guys today. I hope you all had an absolutely fantastic day. Let's see what we got on here. Say what's up. The eye is looking a lot better, right? thank God for those antibiotics, man. I'm a 2024 chiropractor. If somebody needs antibiotics for something, please go get them, you know. I try not to take antibiotics often because I don't want to kill all the beneficial bacteria in my body, right? They serve great purpose. And we talk about gut bacteria all the time, producing short-chain fatty acids like butyrate or acetate or whatever, and all those names on it. But they control your mood, your metabolism, appetite, and fat storage, and immune function, right? And many things. So, I would love to not kill them, but you gotta know what the top priority is and use your head, you know? And especially if it's something near the central nervous system, like this was in my eye, it's not something you F around with, right? So, I made sure I took care of that right away. And I've been taking the antibiotics regularly. Thank you. Thank you, Slim. Master Ben, Beast. Sabia, what's up, baby? Erica, how you doing, girl? Ma, I love you. What's up? This was about bowel resection. Dom, the stallion. What's up? Are you an Italian stallion or just a regular stallion? What's up, Hot since 89? Master Malcolm, how you doing, brother? Great to see you on here. Ash, what's up, pretty girl? How you doing, baby? Saw y'all like 2 hours ago. Looking good. Mo Party. Mo Par Larry. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I got Mo Party on my mind. I'm about to eat a bunch of steak and party with my friends. I won't be drinking, but I should party anyway. Antonio, what's up? Thanks for being the first one on and supporting us. You too, man. Have an awesome day. As for now, so we got for you, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. Not sure where, not sure when, but we'll see you then. Have an amazing rest of your day. Go be super you in some way at least. And happy When Wellness. We'll see you later.